So it seems to me that some do not mind process for what they want, don't mind working for what they want, but once process has been in effect, once they have worked for it and it has not succeeded or has not continued, though they are still open to what they want and doing what they can for it, they don't feel like starting all over again. After I have put time in on this, after I have put effort and I have been diligent and I have felt the emotions that come with the process and have done this for some time, to have to start all over again would be such a downer, one might say. I don't feel like going through all of that all over again. One might say the same thing when it comes to relationships. Though they're open to a certain level of love or kind of love, they want to experience a certain feeling of romantic relationship. They might say, I don't feel like, bearing my soul to you again. And the process of bringing my wall down or guard down, sharing with you my goals, getting to know you, then introducing you to friends and introducing you to family, then traveling and making memories together, and then plans to move forward together and for it to not stop, only for it to not succeed or not continue. I don't feel like doing that with someone else all over again. It's the all over again thing that seems to get in the way, but I propose a different idea concerning this all overness, that you never can start all over again, because even though you may be restarting or reattempting, a certain approach, you've never done it from this place. You may have failed, or it may have stopped, and you would have to so-called start again, but you can't really be starting again because the last time you started, you had not failed yet. It had not ended. So you were starting from a fresh place, but this time you would be starting from here. You will be starting from having failed, or from it having stopped, if you want to put it that way. So you never started from here, which means you wouldn't be starting all over again. You might be taking a similar approach, but you won't be taking it from the same place. So it's not all over again. You may have even, failed 3 times. So if you failed 3 times, then this 4th time would be starting from a different place, which means not all over again. Because before you had only failed 2 times. Now this time you failed 3 times, which means that even though you may be taking a similar approach, there are going to be different dynamics this go round, because now you failed 3 times. So there may be things that you won't do this time that you did before, or you may approach certain aspects of the process a bit differently, having failed 3 times. So you're now starting from here, which is actually not starting all over again. Might say the same thing, of course, with relationships. You would be starting with this person. You would be bearing your soul and getting to know somebody else and introducing someone else to your friends, someone else to your family, taking trips and making memories with someone else. Even if some of these memories are in the same place as the last memories, now you're creating new memories. So you may be taking a similar approach to a relationship, but not from here, not with the same person, and not having failed however many times before. So this is from a new place. So I submit again, you're never starting all over again. You're actually starting from a new place, and you may be taking a similar approach, but more likely you will not take the exact same approach because you now have some experience from the last time, which means it's not all over again. It's actually starting from here. Other thing I'd like to throw in is that life is a consistent start. It's always starting the new, starting the next. It's never all over again. We never can go back to when it was fresh because we've passed that place. But what life is continuing to move. And if we would move with it, we would experience the benefits of keep going ness, if you would, and what comes with the newness. So you may have lived in mercy all of your life, or you may have had so much mercy previous, but the song says, morning by morning, new mercy I see. You dig? So not that I haven't had mercy before, but this is new mercy. This is new favor. This is a new challenge. Okay, even if it's in a similar area, but it's still new because it's from here. And so life keeps moving. That's what it is. So let's see it as it is, which is not that it's ever stagnant or that it's ever stand still. No day is like any other day. It's its own. And if it is new or it is future, it's nothing like history. You see what I'm saying? Because it's its own. Life continues to move, and we will continue to move with it as long as we are alive. And so it's always newness, always newness. So let's try not to focus on the idea of starting all over, but actually starting from here. One great question that I've heard Oprah Winfrey ask and suggests that we all ask ourselves continuously, it's what's the next best move from here? It's not about how many times I've tried before. What's the next best move from here? We're starting from here. This next relationship will be starting from here. This next attempt at our goals will be starting from here. Okay, so let's not dwell on what was, no matter how many times it's been, because we're starting from here, not all over again.